Well, hi everybody, it's Doug. So today our ultimate goal is to pick and gut this beauty of a lock. We'll talk about its history momentarily, but I also have been purchasing locks. So basically found a guy that was selling a bunch of railroad locks at $40 a piece. Some were right on, some I actually got a good deal on. I bought 3 to make it worth filling up a package and paying for the billing of shipping. But let's go from the least interesting first. This is a UPMP, so it's Union Pacific Motive Power and Car. So the Motive Power, I assume, is an engine, and Car lock. This is made by Slaymaker, and there we go. Kind of a cool lock and really, really solid, neat one. Another one, more interesting, in this one, JHW Climax, Newark, New Jersey, there is no marking of any railroad on this, but it's just a beautiful brass lock. Beautiful condition, springs right open. Got that neat little heart shape to it, sort of. And, you know, and again, these brass keys are really kind of neat. This one's also marked Slaymaker, at least the key is, so I'm assuming that's a Slaymaker lock. But the one that I really wanted, the one that I really was originally there for, is this one. This is a Union Pacific switch lock. So the switch is obviously out in the field. That one's an Adlake brand. And this is what they call a fancy back. They basically put all the effort into making this thing a gorgeous, beautiful back of a lock. So it's really a display item as much as it is a functional lock. So those are my 3 beautiful new locks. And now it is time to attack this. First, about the lock, this beauty was given to me way back by my good friend Chris Capume. Chris, I still love this one. I still pick this on the reg. And it is a Y210 51 Yale, basically the modern Yale lock. Beauty of a lock, bitting. High-low, got that low one in the middle, protecting the high at the back. Nice Yale snap to it. And as you're going to see, they make good use of spool pins, spools. So we're going to be picking this one, and something more to talk about. I was using the good old favorite Peterson gem when picking this one, and that does a good job. But I thought, you know what? It's time to bust out and play with these two from Law Lock Tools. These are both T&A designs, and basically, I don't know them. I think one's called the Bijou and the other one is like a Loto Lock Buster. I don't recall which one's which. I believe this is the one that I'm going to be using. We'll see that serves me. But they cut through these locks like butter. Real nice. In fact, I looked back. This technically is a Rerun lock. I picked it when I first received it back in 2019. And I looked back at that video, and it took me over 2 minutes to actually pick through it. You're going to see today it's a bit faster, and that's simply because I think better pick, and more importantly, better skills. I've been picking for 2 years since then, so hopefully my skills have improved. I expect they did. Alrighty, so let's get me top keyway. And I get the feeling that I'm going to be using the patented false set-o-meter on this, because I think you're going to be seeing some good false sets. And let's get into it. 1, nothing. 2, nothing. 3, nothing. 4 is binding. and we get that false set. 5, a little further false set. Hopefully you'll be able to see the difference once I hit 5. It may have even been 6. Going to come back to the front, up and over. There we go. Cleared that spool. 2, nothing. 3, nothing happening. 4, 5, and that's kind of a bump again on 5. And 6 is ready to go. And we're open. So much faster open on that one. Hopefully that didn't flop all over the place so that you could see the proper sets, false sets. Let's leave this one in place and get ourselves some gutting tools. Also, while I'm sitting here yammering, I'm going to tell you, it's been a while since I've gutted a lock, and I don't know, every once in a while I'm like, I need to gut. I don't know why. I need to see what's inside of a lock. I need to go through the motions of gutting. So this is that fulfilled. Alrighty, there we go. Make sure obviously everything's in place. You make a note of the direction on that. Okay, oh, I hope I have a small enough. Okay, I'm gonna need, well, let's see if I could loosen that with, yeah. So using a pick as a screwdriver, why not? And I'm making a note that's at 10 and 4, the configuration of that, because obviously you put these back together differently, you get unmating parts. Beautiful. And there is no C-clip there, so let me just make sure I'm going to have the right, I believe that's going to be the right follower. And you know what I always say, you will never regret grabbing a shim. So let's get our shim in there. We're still rotated. Gosh, this feels so foreign. It's been so long. Alrighty. Which way are the pins? Oh my goodness. Very disorienting. Alrighty, and this is, while the count was 6 pins on the key, this is only a 5-pinner, at least from what I'm seeing here. And I guess let's start with 1. Better move that up so you guys can see. 2, 3, a 4, and a 5. Alrighty. Some beautiful stuff there. And I guess we don't need that. Time to start taking a look inside there. That shim is going to be a pain in my butt now, isn't it? All right, well, we'll deal with it. All right, the shim is already holding in pin 1, and that starts out as a spool. Pin 2. Go! Where'd you go? There it is. Nothing exciting there. So Pin 2, which dropped on the floor first, is a plain old normal pin. Pin 3 is a nice spool. And we'll hit the other end. Again, pin 6 was empty. Pin 5 was another spool. And, whoa, that one knocked my shim out. Pin 4 is a plain old normal pin. So, get a nice close-up of these. And you can see basically chock full of spools, but they like to keep a couple plain pins in there just so it's not rocking and rolling all over the place, because each spool you clear just releases another spool, and we don't want that. So we wanted a couple holding things stable, and you'll notice they're matching, you know, long pin, short, long driver, shorter pin. And let's take a close-up of these spools. Oh, also variety of spool lengths. Notice shorter spool, longer spool. So those things have been matched as well. And take a look at the beauty spool. So there we go. That is your Yale Y210. Come on, Y210-51. Arriving from Chris Capune a couple years ago now, if you can believe. Alrighty, thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate your support. Please do like and follow if you haven't already done so. Trying to keep things moving. I'll try to keep you guys up to date with more picks, more guts, and more new locks. Take care, everybody. Stay healthy.